Well, good evening once again. Day 1212 of the Trump administration. 172 days to go until our presidential election. And for some perspective tonight, we've lost 10,000 more people just since we came on the air a week ago tonight. Got to say, the news out of the White House today was pretty great. President said, quote, vaccine or no vaccine, we're back. He said, quote, we are doing a great job. And more good news. He said, quote, it'll go away at some point. It'll go away. Then he added, quote, other things have never had a vaccine and they go away. Again today, he cited the 1917 flu pandemic, which is what he calls the 1918 flu pandemic. He said in many cases you fight through it, but, quote, what we'd like to do if we can is the vaccine. Speaking of the vaccine, the president further raised hopes today that one will be available by the end of the year, even though so many experts and doctors today immediately cast doubt on that. And whenever there is a vaccine, the president felt the need to say today, quote, not everybody's going to want to get it. He said the White House has managed this so well in dealing with the nation's governors, quote, we've made a lot of people look very good. And that's after, he said again today, quote, he inherited nothing from the previous administration. He reassured the American people that coronavirus affects, quote, a very, very small percentage of people. He said, quote, the vast majority, many people don't even know they have it. He said again, some of them have the sniffles. And he now says as far back as January 11th, quote, we were out there trying to develop a vaccine. January 11th, that's a full 11 days before he gave that first assessment on the virus when he said it's one person coming in from China and it'll be fine. Well, back here in the real world tonight, as so many of us head into another quarantine weekend, the U.S. death toll stands at 88,101. The CDC projected today it'll be at 100,000 by June 1st. As of today, 48 states, all but Connecticut and Massachusetts, are now in the process of opening back up in some form or fashion. Today in the Rose Garden, the president formally announced his vaccine development program, which he's calling Operation Warp Speed.
There's never been a vaccine project anywhere in history like this. And I just want to make something clear. It's very important. Vaccine or no vaccine, we're back.
Today, the prestigious medical journal The Lancet went after the administration's response to coronavirus. In an editorial, they wrote this: the administration is obsessed with magic bullets, vaccines, new medicines, or a hope that the virus will simply disappear. But only a steadfast reliance on basic public health principles like test, trace, and isolate will see the emergency brought to an end. Again, that's The Lancet, not the Washington Post editorial page. Here's some more of what we heard from the president today on what The Lancet calls magic bullets.
Another essential pillar of our strategy to keep America open is the development of effective treatments and vaccines as quickly as possible. I want to see if we can do that very quickly. We're looking to, when I say quickly, we're looking to get it by the end of the year if we can. Maybe before. We're doing tremendously well.
You see Dr. Fauci there in a mask because he was exposed to a member of the White House staff who tested positive. The president's new vaccine czar told the New York Times today, developing and producing a vaccine by January is a credible objective, but added, quote, frankly, 12 to 18 months is already a very aggressive timeline. This, as the Washington Post reports today, there's growing friction between the White House and the CDC. Post reports it this way. White House officials said they are frustrated by what they consider the agency's bulky flow of data and information, the leak of an early version of the CDC's reopening recommendations, and the agency's crucial early failure to create and roll out a test for the virus. Meanwhile, the issue of wearing masks once again came up today during the event in the Rose Garden. As we said, Dr. Fauci could be seen in a mask, so is Dr. Birx there on the left. Trump was not wearing one, and the president indeed was asked about it.
Mr. President, could you just clarify, why are some of you wearing a mask and why are some of you not wearing a mask?
We've all been tested. I've been tested. We've all been tested, and we're quite a distance away, and we're outdoors. So I gave them the option. They could wear it or not. So you can blame it on me, but I gave them the option. We could wear it or not.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.